My family, once again, I welcome you all to the Cosmic Christ University, the home of the esoteric and metaphysical knowledge. Family, it's been a minute since I dropped some new information off, some new esoteric, great story that you have never heard that is a part of your history and not his story. But look at the title. The title says Sambethe, the daughter of Noah. We are in the age of Aquarius. A lot of us are now well known that we are entering the divine feminine energy, the triple black goddess. If 100% of the world was watching right now, 99% of you have never heard of Sambethe. And to my women who are watching, everybody who's watching, but to any woman, especially my magical spiritual sisters, when I get ready and when it's time, you're going to learn about the daughter-in-law of Noah from the Noah's flood. She was married to either Shem or Ham. We're going to break that down. But it doesn't stop there. Yes, she is the daughter-in-law of Noah from the Noah's flood, Noah and the ark. But she was also an oracle of the Sibylline oracles. This is going to be a life-changing presentation. She came from an Ethiopia African bloodline. She is one of the most powerful oracles that we probably have never heard of until now. I cannot wait to do this presentation. Yes, Sambethe was the daughter-in-law of Noah from Noah's Ark, the flood, which connects her to the Atlantean connection and bloodline. So the information that she brought and gave to the Romans, remember, a lot of you have to look up the Sibylline oracles. We talk about witches, we talk about Wiccas. Before all that was these divine feminine oracles. I'm so excited to break this presentation that I want to give you guys an exclusive. Sambethe, you can see how it's spelled now. She was a daughter of Noah by marriage, but after the flood, she and many others, but definitely Sambethe, gave the world oracles. She was the first one that told Christians about the coming of a Messiah. This melanated woman named Sambethe, who is in the record books. I encourage you, before I do this presentation, to look up the Sibylline oracles. I'm going to break the story down when I, give you chapter 1. But the story goes, and you can research yourself off the phone. Now, the story goes that the Roman kings were given these books or offered these books by these oracles. Now, the king of that time refused them. So the oracle kept burning them and offering less for the same initial price. The king kept refusing it until somebody close to him said, "Hey man, do you know who this is? Do you know what these books are? She had already burnt most of the important books. You better buy the rest of them." And so he did. So out of 6 or 7 books that she offered the first time, and he denied about 3 of them, there were like 3 left, and she charged him the original price. So I don't want to go too overboard right now because I want to make sure that when chapter 1 and when you see that video pop up, you are ready. Because we are in the age of Aquarian. Most of us do know that this triple black goddess, the divine feminine energy that comes with the age of Aquarius, is now here. The shift has now happened. And as this happens, a lot of information that was withheld from God's people is going to start coming back to God's people. Let me say this is going to probably be one of the shortest videos in quite some time. We are in the age of the divine feminine energy, the age of Aquarius, which Christ, Jesus, Yeshua in the Bible told the disciples about. Not only when this presentation hits will you find out that before the flood, there was life way before the flood, and it goes to Atlantis. But one of Noah's daughter-in-laws was one of the oracles, the Sibylline, Sibylline, but Google's your best friend. You need to Google right now, especially women all over the world. Sibylline oracles. Google it. So when I give you this presentation on Sambethe, who I promise most of you have never even heard of, this melanated daughter-in-law of Noah, who the early Christians credited her without crediting her. They took her work, but because of her skin color, they didn't want to give her full credit. So when you see the Black Madonna, when you see things like that being represented in Rome and to the Vatican, this is what they knew about sisters like Sambethe, the daughter of Noah, and one of the sisters that gave the Romans, that allowed the Romans to go into a whole nother world of materialism and advance for the rest, to advance themselves from the rest of the civilization. Her oracles and many more Sibylline sister oracles were used to form and shape this civilization. So before any Christian knew about the coming of a Messiah, the coming of Christ, Sambethe was the one in her oracles to let us know that there was a Messiah coming to this planet, a divine light in flesh. So I thank you guys for taking this time. What is it, 7 minutes? I didn't carry on too long. But before we depart tonight, I want to make this clear. The minister is about to bring probably a never before heard presentation about the daughter-in-law of Noah. She was one of the survivors of the flood. After they got that flood, the information that she had from the previous life, and I'm going to be using all the right terminologies when I do this presentation. I just want to get you ready, because we are now in a time where your mind is going back into a time, but your mind is also going ahead to where you at now. It's going to be a beautiful connection with this current world of spiritualness in the prior mortal world. A beautiful portal is about to open. So if you are interested in hearing this story, I need to see the like button. I need to see some comments, because I'm going to have proof on top of proof on top of proof about Sambethe. And your mind is going to be fully open into the world before this material world was formed with technological advances. So thank you once again. Remember, Sambethe, the daughter of Noah, the oracle who brought the prophecies that the churches end up using, and I'm giving credit to this woman. This is going to be amazing, amazing watch. Stay tuned. Minister Corbin reporting live. Peace.